I am Melton, son of a carpenter Mary. My daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers, Mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter Mary. I get to make parables, and these are my stigmata eyes. Growing a new pair, gotta grow a whole new body. Build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. The ice started changing in 1996, after a trip to Conway Charity Hospital in Monroe, Louisiana. Oh, if you spend 11 days in a charity hospital with no insurance, nothing, no income, in reverse isolation with the mask on, they had to wear masks to see me. Yeah, it's something big, and it involved obviously some kind of infection, dragging down the body, bone infection perhaps? I don't know if that's bullshit. Bone infection. I have witnessed so much of the character of Glendale Adventist Hospital and their doctors that I've designed a new 5 for them. And for you to hand out. It'll be as 4 to a 4x6 print by the end of the month. All of you who witnessed that character like I have. I told the men, Antiqui, I'm not going to call them a doctor, they're not acting. I was referred to Antiqui by Allerman, a man. Apparently he's been listening to the nurses too much. He thinks he's more than a man. That's my job. I'm Melton, son of a carpenter Mary. But Allerman, who I was referred to by Misa, who can actually interact with CVS Pharmacy. Allerman and Antiqui, they are unable to use a phone, a computer, a fax. Oh, Rob Zipcheck with Housing Works got me into this place. He's got somebody in another, up in the Hollywood portion of his business who can fax. They're being openly arrogant and not wanting to have a trail of their hatred. Oh, this is my demon sister, Lori Ann Brady Bond. Her birthday, so if you see her out being treated special by her family, they're in Lake Charles, if they're still there, or anything like that nearby. If you see them, check and post them 5 in front of them. See if you can get the demon's hatred up, because that's your family. You should, your family's lifeline. You can't reach me. You have no idea when else it won't be allowed to work. It's a whole lot of stuff, but it is them. Lori and Sam Bond taking an active part in America's hijacked lifeline, holding back medical research. They can reach me. Oh, excuse me, my arm slipped off my wheelchair. They can reach me by phone. They call me up once at least a year, past decade. I've been out here in California. She taught me about my gate's livelihood and hijacked lifeline. Now, yesterday, Antiqui, he was bizarre as hell, being intense and annoying, just like my sister. I hope you can see that. I was woken up in the middle of the night, and my computer over there, Bill Gates has taken an active part in religious censorship with Antiqui and Glendale Adventist. They can reach me by phone. They're Bartley guy. They're Barrett guy. Oh, named Barrett because he's Bartley because he's similar to Barrett of the Mormons, Latter-day Saints. Remember to use those check and post in 5s to hand out. I'll get the Mormons going soon. But today we're focusing on Glendale Adventist and Bill Gates, Microsoft. Oh yeah, you restart. They have a habit, I'm not sure, I think it's the Mormons either going through the spectrum to get stuff off my EHDs to claim for their own. Because I wake up in the middle of the night when Windows does these daily updates. I'll come out here, middle of the night, go to the bathroom, and it's blinking back there because I don't have time. I don't want to damage the external hard drives, taking them off when Windows being so bizarre and the exit thing for those external hard drives is not allowed to work. So I just turned the computer off with the button since it didn't have an option for get your EHDs out. It's Bill Gates' active participation, religious censorship. I just turned it off and that's what happened to it. I gotta get a new computer anyway. The devil's people. Now back to yesterday. All fronts. That's usually the case around that hatred anniversary. How I remember my demon sister's anniversary because, the very year that 9/11, 2001 occurred, the demon sister when mom moved on. I think the next day she had the character Lori had never been quite having boyfriends, that kind of thing. All of a sudden, the gay husband to be showed up, and that's how I remember because I had to work in a 7-Eleven because of religious censorship, and the Great Wall of Evil's been taking part since and holding back my work and in the way of a whole lot of good stuff. Had me working at 7-Eleven. Oh, it's been around since Edgewater Hospital in Chicago, where Dad worked on skyscrapers, and Jesus the Good Shepherd, and St. Frederick's. That's why private school, Catholic private school. That's why yesterday I started folders on both of the YouTubes I'm currently using. The one attached to this phone and the one on the computer. I'll have to hook that thing over there up to here and work on getting a new one. Gotta go back through Prism, which PRISM. It low desk my stuff because Bill and Google, I think next year, you're gonna be an Indian giver. Already thinking ahead. But back to my story, my truth. I remember my demon sister and her gay husband's birthday because 7th of September is when they got married. All the friends, family, Cheryl, Sam's brother, came in with his Iranian wife, Moo. He works for Water and Power out here. Diagnosing your PC. That's Bill taking an active part. And he's diagnosing like the doctor yesterday, disrespecting, and can reach me by phone. If you can't, you need to ask. All of Glendale Adventist, what's your active part in religious censorship in America? And this is Bill's over here, keeping up with the times, and it's the first time I've seen that. Diagnosing your computer's problem. But on the 7th, 7-Eleven, that's the demon couple's anniversary, and on the let me show you some of my new stuff. On the 11th is 9/11, and then they place that Hussein in our White House, staying our democracy. And to tell all Americans, you got to stand up. We got to make a stand against. Here's a simple way to put it: you hijack Lifeline. It's the Mideast in America that's hijacking a Lifeline right now as you try to call me, and you don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work. So make that video. Whatever you get when you don't get me. 424-229-4140. I've yet to get a 9/11 Flight 93 check. And 9 years of asking. Make that video and hand out those big fives. Not just Glendale Adventist, all those I showed you earlier. Hand them out to someone who doesn't know what the Gates livelihood and hijack lifeline is. You tell them this. Try to call Milton. Try to call Milton. And yeah, I try all the options and nothing works. Try to call Milton and make a video of your hijack lifeline. Post it. That's your Gates livelihood. You're not always concerned about not being able to reach Milton and not knowing when else your phone, like when you need the fireman, police, paramedics, won't be allowed to work. So you explained it to them in the monetary sense. It's your Gates livelihood. Next time you call up 1,000 other customers. He makes videos of his call logs. And no, not one. 93 check and 9 years of asking. Make that video, post that video. You're making video of 2 crimes. 1, your hijack lifeline. You can't tell me what you believe. Doesn't have to be what you hear in church. You don't have to go to church. Can't ask what I mean by Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Make the video of that. Religious censorship in America. And post it. Explain to them. Tell them to post it as well. That next time you call up 1,000 other, countless other customers and get that phone ring, that error message, that business signal, and you don't know. Milton's documenting that. You're documenting that. America's hijack lifeline. So Bill, who's the big name in the computer industry, Gates, can get the business. So Walmart can get the business. You don't know. So we the people must be the reporters, have those 9/11 remembrance get-togethers. You got the big screen TV with 9/11 footage on it. Oh, a few feet that way, you got another big screen TV with whatever you consider to be the fake news. Trump waving the Russian flag. Anything Trump does, anything Hussein did, that doesn't compare to your family's lifeline being hijacked and not being immediate news. No certified mail. 4260 Igor Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California 90065. And those 9 years of asking. Certify that mail, FedEx, UPS, ain't private carrier. Make a video of it first. It's going to be stolen. And come to California, all good cops across America, the dirty cops of California, to a man, to a woman, state troopers, city and county. They are actively taking part. Ask about your citizens. Come out here and meet the dirty blue line. You send your clean blue line. Take care of business out here. Pose as your churchgoers. Pose as your college students. Ask about Milton and watch the dirty cops of California. You show that they're my demon sister, personal knife in the back. Been part of that great wall of evil has just me and all that imagery I showed you and many more. To show that that's the case, I better keep this active. It can go to sleep. Now let me try and finish up, getting up to 15 minutes. I know I'm boring. Just look at the handsome face and okay. Well, yesterday, as I went there to, under the guise that Allerman had sent me there, called it a bone infection. I don't know. Is it? Is it not? This stuff from, I call it stigmata wounds. It's genetic wounds. You see that thing right here? It started as that thing over here, and then morphed into that. It's genetic carpentry at work. And Glendale Adventist has shown that they are the exact opposite, and they remind me incredibly of everyone I went to school with at Jesus the Good Shepherd and St. Frederick's and Yeah, the ones that became doctors weren't the smartest. Became doctors because they're on a great wall of evil. Same for lawyers, and same for anything. Some didn't have to become doctors and lawyers because they're in those private schools. They got their family's going to take care of them, and the family's taken care of by the great wall of evil. Your Gates' livelihood, our Gates' livelihood. So that's why I included St. Frederick's and Good Shepherd alumni. Jesus the Good Shepherd. The Great Wall of Evil back in the 70s, 1970s. I graduated St. Frederick's in 1985. Look up All Good Cops Across America. Hand out the phone numbers of these dirty cops out here in California. To a man, to a woman. I haven't had one of them walk up to me. Oh, I didn't even get my image on. I haven't had one walk up to me and comment. I was up like 3:30 because of Lori's hatred today. Oh, here's last night's. Look up the good folks of Good Shepherd and St. Frederick's. You can look at my Facebook, www.facebook.com/worldwide gathering. A lot of friends there from that I haven't talked to in years. And I've got all this kind of imagery on my albums there, and haven't heard comment from them. Have heard David Rose be bizarre through Facebook. But other than that, he sent me some bizarre email through Facebook, and I went to the email and said, "There's nothing here, David." And he said, "Don't go to the site; they'll steal your financial information." Behaving rather erratically, like Glendale Adventist lately. And I think this will be the morning one. And I've made a funny video about it, a serious video, but a funny video. Yeah, David, I don't have any financial information. Devil's wall around me, that's been keeping me from having, and a lot of good folks out there across America, all good cops. You're including that. Hand out, your family, hand out the numbers. Oh, if you can get Lori and Sam Bonds. It's on the phone somewhere from last year, I think. I don't know if they called this year or not. If not, great. But get their numbers, get everyone who ever graduated from St. Frederick's who's leading a great life by being part of the Great Wall of Evil. And yes, all good cops make those, you know how to get those numbers of cops out here in California. If they don't know what a 93 check, and in your state, they're actively taking part in it. Call them on that. Use a speakerphone, get them. Go in person. You've got the sting equipment, and you're not intimidated by those with guns on their hips. They don't deserve to wear, or badges on their chest they shouldn't be wearing either. Check and post and pipe in front of them. Ask about John Milton Brady. Watch them introduce you to impersonators like many from St. Frederick's alumni, I'm sure. And come see me in person, all good cops. Show me a place with decent doctors, not Glendale Adventist, to document that character left and right. Allerman and Antiquity don't use electronic methods of getting prescriptions. They're saying that we don't know how to. Our tech guy's working on it at Antiquity's place, and let me put that part in. They put some of my nose under the guys of finding out what's infecting other than what's coming from the bones with the damn genetics. That makes sense to me. I'm not having doctor's training. Under that guys, they stuck something up in my nose that had it bleeding. 3/4 of a day later when I went to take a shower. You expose Glendale Adventists as what they are, frauds of the medical community, dangers to good folks. Check and post and 5 in front of them, get them on video, lying through the devil's teeth like the Mormons. And yeah, that goes for all who have graduated from St. Frederick's and Good Shepherd over the years who are now, part of the Great Wall of Evil and having a great time taking part in religious censorship. Get them on video. What do you know? 424-229-4140. When else will my phone not be allowed to work because of what you've been taking part in? David Rose, Karen Pullman, Jay Walker I mentioned yesterday. Oh, that's funny. He's a jaywalker. Robert Edmonston, Stacy Black, I can name them on and on that have been in the Great Wall of Evil since kindergarten. Check and post and 5 in front of them. It's your lifeline. They're actively taking part in hijacking. Get them on video doing that. Expose that character. Expose especially every doctor, lawyer has ever come out of St. Frederick's. Get them on video. I was reminded of their character yesterday as I told the man claiming to be a doc about the sore leg and constant pain in it, all my muscles. And he proceeded to hit my leg with a clipboard, doing the exact opposite of the Hippocratic Oath. Check and post and 5 in front of all of Glendale Adventist hospitals. Dangerous docs, violent docs, incompetent docs, and do that for all doctors who have graduated from St. Frederick's. Check and post and 5, Flight 93, check and post and 5. We need to take America back.